don't even remember buying these. I think these might be another one of those bulbs that I bought that didn't turn out to be what I'd actually ordered. But they're nice, aren't they? Funny things. But look, this is a happy sight. My Gora seems to be sprouting back up. I gave it a trim and it looks like it's coping, so that's good. Oh dear, what's that over there? That's broken. It's not looking good. What's that? What are you? That's an Equinox, I think. Right, you need me. Look at all of these. These are self-seeded Aquilegias. They kind of cross-pollinate, so they never come back exactly what they were when you put them in necessarily. I mean, sometimes they do. I love them though. I wouldn't want too many, but I love them. Courgette check. Right, I've got this cardboard here just so the grass doesn't grow. I need to put a little bit more cardboard there. And actually, it's not looking too bad. That's a bit sort of weirdy looking, but those are looking good. And over here, we'll see. Just out here watering my spuds. There's a knock on the window. And Ted's made a poster saying, "I love you, Mum." How gorgeous. Bless him. What a lush boy. My peonies are coming up all right. These were absolutely amazing, but I had them in the wrong bed out the front, so I moved them. And I didn't think that they'd like it, but they flowered the first year. This is the second year, and it's giant. Look at the size of it. There's a spade for comparison. Now, yeah, there's ants on the buds. I used to worry about this until I read that this is a symbiotic relationship. Because these buds, you can see here, they're quite waxy, which is for their protection. But if the wax stays on and it hardens, the flower can't open. But ants love to eat the wax, much like they eat the honeydew out of aphids that aphids produce. They eat the wax off of the peonies. So if you've got ants on your peonies, celebrate that, because it means that the flowers will open beautifully. This is Sandra Bernhard, and it's massively pink and blousy and beautiful when it gets going. The flowers don't really last that long, so I know people don't enjoy picking their flowers sometimes, but because they don't last that long, I'd rather have them picked and in the house with me where I can see them all the time than just the occasions when I come out into this part of the garden, which is one of my favourite views here. Look at that. So that window there is one of the windows in the area where we watch the TV. This part of the house is partially subterranean, because if I come around here, try not to tread on my courgette, the sofa starts sort of where this floor, where the floor is there, the sofa is below, and then there's the window above. So we've had all sorts of problems with damp and what have you, but it's all resolved now. Gosh, it's a gorgeous day. It's a gorgeous day. Oh, it's gorgeous. So that's that window we were just looking at with the gate here. And this is the other window where I said the sofa was below. So you can see just how subterranean this part of the house is. So no wonder we've had damp issues in here, but it's fine now. Look, there's my lovely northeasterly blanket there, but I can't knit it at the moment because my elbow's bad. It's 1 o'clock already and the rolls aren't ready for lunch. We're a good 40 minutes away from having these cooked and cool enough to slice open. Best get off here then, haven't I wish my new tripod thing would arrive. My old cheap one has been throwing my phone out of its grip, which is not good. You don't want your phone falling from a metre higher than your worktop onto the floor. Not in these times of inability to get things mended easily. So I've bitten the dust. I haven't. I've bitten the bullet. And I did some research and I've ordered a tripod and also a handy hold thing. Because I'm blooming elbow hurting, and it's been pointed out to me that it might be phone usage as well. Even though I'm not using my phone that much more than before, I mean, I am, but not significantly so. But I think what's happened is I've damaged it digging in the garden, and then everything else, all my normal things, are aggravating it and making it unable to repair itself. Right, rolls. I'm doing my ironing and I decided that it was time to take my embroidery out of this frame and iron away all of the pen marks that have slowly started to reappear. This was a friction pen, you know, the ones that you use and then you iron over it. Now I made this probably about 4 or 5 years ago. 4 years ago, yeah. Just as I start talking, it was silent a second ago. Right. But over time, my pen marks have started to come back as a little ghost. Has anybody else found this? And now I'm trying to iron them away and they aren't disappearing like they should. So, like, that will disappear, but it will come back. So I'm sharing this now just so that you don't do what I do or have obviously done here. I was not precise. I just did a rough scribble and then I coloured in with thread. Yeah, coloured in with thread. That's perfectly acceptable description. And obviously I didn't stick within the lines at all, because I thought, well, I'll just iron away the pen marks, but they appear to come back. Look, that's coming back there already. And they're really difficult to get rid of. I've tried steaming, and steaming isn't getting rid of them. That's not great, is it? Imagine if this was a commissioned piece. I mean, nobody would buy this, but imagine if somebody had. And imagine if I'd been juvenile and written something like poo-poo bumheads on there. How funny would that be? Right, look. Okay, so that corner there, pretty much completely clear. Let's allow that to cool and see what happens. There, it's back again. So, that's a bit rubbish, isn't it? I wonder if it'll wash out. But yeah, that, I got rid of that. Well, you saw. Ooh, sorry. Yeah, you saw I got rid of it and it's just returned. My Amazon parcels, hopefully my tripod, etc., have just arrived. And I was out in the garden with Margot and I heard the gate go and I thought it was Toby back from a walk, so I didn't grab hold of Margot quickly enough and it was the Amazon delivery guy. So she went running over to him. He went to put his hand out to stroke her. I said, no, don't, because she'll bite. He's one of the tallest of guys. So he sort of uprighted himself and she jumped and she bit him on the crotch and he went, ah! Oh my goodness. He did laugh, but oh, Margot. Well, he came in the gate. I didn't know who it was. And I was just trying to, like, bite him a little bit. I didn't mean to catch him in the privates. We are trying to enjoy ourselves in the pub beer garden, but the wind is conspiring against us. Isn't it, Paddington?
Yes, it is.
Right, get back over there where you belong, Brolly. Ladies and gentlemen, this is unbelievably robust. I can't get over it. And I look at this and the rubbish I was using before. Yes, it cost 5 times as much, but hopefully it will last 5 times as long. Oh my goodness. I'm excited about a piece of equipment. Does this qualify as tech? Look at that. It's massive. It's like a Triffid. I think it's as tall as me. It's my height. Oh. Elvis has left the building. How blooming brilliant. That's well good, that. Right, let's put it to use. I've also got a microphone. Oh my goodness. Here's my microphone. One day I dream that all plastic packaging will be that potato starch stuff. Look. I can wear this when I'm outside and it's windy. I'm gonna feel like a newsreader. Gosh, blimey. How did that? Oh, I don't need a microphone, I've already got one. I was about to do news reading. I'm here reporting live from the Cuckoo household. Excuse me, wait a minute. Yes, breaking news, breaking news. We have an epic amount of mess here, mostly from the children trying to charge batteries. Yes, rechargeable batteries. Rechargeable batteries, when are you going to be as good as disposable batteries? We are struggling on here, but the struggle is real. I might cut that out. Oh. Cheers, big ears. I'm going to get the supper ready, and then while it's doing its thing, I'm going in the greenhouse to sort out this little lot. I've got an aloe vera I want to separate. I need to spray my roses to get rid of the black spot. I need to feed my worms, sow some seeds. Oh, and I've got some spider plants that have rooted that I'm going to pot up as well. tripod's a game changer. Look, I can put the legs, you see those, wherever they need to go. And then, that's weird, that sounds like somebody's parked in our paddock. One moment please, I'm going to be nosy. Some cheeky things driving around in our paddock. What? That's Toby. And any minute now, look, Ted's going to drive in a minute. So Toby was just driving a little bit like a maniac. So that's why you were driving like a maniac, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the diff locks, what won't they do? They won't lock.
Yeah.
The diff lock won't lock. So he was trying to jolt it into locking, I guess. I don't know. Here goes Ted. For anybody worrying, this is private land, and Ted is pretty accomplished at driving vehicles. He drives farm vehicles and our tractor, and he's done other driving experience things. He's very capable. I have to say, that G-Wagon, I've driven it to Kent and back, and it is not a comfortable drive. The steering wheel is cool, you need muscles. But it does feel really sort of strong and sturdy, and it kind of sticks to the road like poo on a blanket. See ya! Bye! Rubbish mum. I'm bored of watching him go round and round in circles. I should have my little microphone on because of the wind. I'm just going to have to carry around with me a little vlogger's backpack. Oh. Okay. Running out of time because I need to go back in and look at the Actifried chips. Let's see if I can quickly pot up a spider plant. Have I got a pot? This one will do. I did have a little succulent I was trying to grow in there, but died, didn't it? Here's my little spider plant with its roots. It's a curly spider plant. Really dry actually. There we go. It really needs a good soak. I'm going to take that indoors to soak it. That is probably all I've got time for this side of supper. So although, well, I've just filmed Ted and what have you driving around, so although that is all I've done, at least I've done something.